Alison, let's just talk through last weekend, because I'm guessing things must have moved quite quickly in that with Steve having picked up the illness, did that then push you up the list, and were you back in the side a bit quicker than perhaps you expected?
That's probably how it planned out. Obviously Steve was ill, gave me the opportunity, and it's just about taking the opportunity now. So obviously previously maybe I didn't, the 3-5-2 is probably more competition, but with the 4 at the back probably lends itself more to me playing, and if that's the case I just need to take the opportunity and hopefully stay in the team.
Talk about taking your chance, having been out for so long, to come back in and for it to go that smoothly. You must have been really pleased with how it went.
Yeah, it was a good afternoon. I mean, the most important thing was us winning at the end of the day. Having a solid game always helps, but the fact that we won at this time of the season, that's just all that matters at the moment. So we just need to keep grinding out the wins and focusing on ourselves.
And it must have been a particularly frustrating time to be on the sidelines, in that Brandon was injured, then Steve comes in and gets injured, so all the left-sided players stacking up, and you'd have been really keen to get back out there with such a gap in the team and a hole that needed to be fixed.
Yeah, you couldn't really write it, could you? I mean, having 3 left-backs all injured at the same time is just ridiculous, really, and obviously very frustrating for all of us. Obviously, Brandon's had a frustrating season with injuries. The injury for me left me out for about 3 months, which is really frustrating. And obviously, Sed's one's just, you couldn't write that. Obviously, he's now back, which is great, and more options we have, the better. So from now to the end of the season, it's about pushing ourselves and hopefully just getting the wins that we need.
Does it become any easier over time as a more experienced player when you have these injuries? Do they become easier to deal with, or is it always just as frustrating to be stuck on the sidelines?
I think they're always frustrating. It doesn't matter what age you are, especially just watching and not being able to help. That's the worst thing. But obviously, the older you get, the more you're half used to it, and you know how to mentally to deal with it. But yeah, it doesn't get any less frustrating.
How much of a difference does it make having the win in the bag ahead of this weekend, in that we've had the odd one in isolation, Oxford, a month or so back, massive, that you try and link a few points-taking games, I guess, together? Yeah,
it's all about now just building on it. We need to just take the confidence that we are a good team. We haven't shown it enough this season, and we've got now 8 games to just grind out performances and wins. I mean, performances aren't everything, but we need to just get the results. We know we can get the results, we just need to focus on ourselves, not look at anyone else. We know that if we get the results we need, we can stay up, and that's all we need to focus on.
Yeah, it's building that momentum, isn't it, in that you have the win in isolation, which is fine, but if you can start to hook a few things together, it hasn't really happened since the opening month of the season. To do it right now at the end, it's what you need, it's what has to happen.
Yes, I mean, it's just a needs must now, so there's no excuses. It's just all up to us. Only we can control that, and it's all in our control. We just need to put those sort of performances like last Saturday consistently, and not just for 45 minutes, it's 90-minute performances, which probably has killed us this season. Probably too many 45-minute performances and not backing that up. And so we just need to stay on it for as long as we can. Get those wins, and that's all we can do.
Yeah, that was probably the sense last weekend. It was another game where you think, oh, we've played some really good stuff in that first half, but we haven't got the goal. We need to make sure we kick on in the second, and that's exactly what happened. And it hasn't happened enough this season.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at maybe getting those tiny pieces of luck that, I mean, they had the chance, then we go up the other end and score. Maybe that luck hasn't gone our way early in the season patches, but I think you earn your luck. So the harder we work, the more the luckier we'll get, and that's just how football is. So we just need to maybe try and get that tiny bit of luck our way, whether that be decisions, goals, whatever that might be. But it's in our control, and we just need to work as hard as we can.